Hello, everybody. My name is John Whitfield. I'm an attorney in Nashville, Tennessee. And I know what you're thinking. You're seeing some old guy with a costume on, like looking like this, saying, what in the world's going on with this guy? Well, let me tell you, I am a rider. I am in a motorcycle club. You can see by what we call the cut that I ride. I've been riding for my whole life, and I've been in the club for a significant amount of time. I do motorcycle cases, and I know how motorcycle cases are done, and I know how to ride. I've been doing it for a long time, and I've been in the club for a long time. But when you're in an accident, especially a motorcycle accident, nothing good happens. When you go down on a bike, the best day you're going to have is road rash. The worst day you're going to have is you can lose your life. Riding a motorcycle is extremely dangerous, extremely fun and exhilarating, but extremely dangerous. So let me give you a few tips of some things that you might want to consider when you go down on a bike. The first thing you've got to do is make sure you secure yourself. Try to get up, try to figure out exactly the extent of your damages. You're going to have road rage, road rash, you're going to have broken bones, you're going to have various things. Make sure that you secure yourself and secure your bike. Secondly, call the police. Make sure you call the police and get a police report, because police reports are crucial in personal injury cases dealing with motorcycles. The police will come, they'll investigate the case the best that they can. They'll take statements, they'll look at the scene. Sometimes they have accident reconstructionists that come in and do a whole workup of what happened at the scene. That's very important. If you're dealing with an 18-wheeler, for example, and you can think of the fact that an 18-wheeler versus a motorcycle's going to lose every time. But there are certain things within the 18-wheeler that can be obtained, certain computerized boxes that you can look at to tell exactly what happened, because it's very important to know what happened at the scene. So the police report is crucial. So the police can come in and do their investigation, and then get a copy of the report. It's typically very cheap, and it's very easy to get. Make sure you get a copy of the report. Secondly, you need to make sure that you know the extent of your medical bills. And hopefully, if you go down, it's not going to be that bad. But if you have significant injuries, then you're going to have to gather all those medical bills and medical records. Now, various states have different rules about getting those medical bills and medical records. And in some instances, they charge money for that. Some instances, they don't. But you need that, because if you need to talk to the insurance company about what happened after you've got the police report and figured out whose fault it was, you've got to have your medical bills and you've got to have your medical records. It's very important. Third thing is, if you are in a motorcycle accident, you're probably going to get phone calls from insurance adjusters or maybe even the law enforcement. It's very important to be careful about giving written statements or oral statements without somebody there protecting your rights, because 9 times out of 10, if you get a call from an insurance adjuster and you say some things that you think are, no big deal, well, it may turn out to be a big deal down the road, and you can get hurt by that. So be careful about that. Be careful about giving statements like that. And the fourth thing is, if you are in an accident, a motorcycle accident, you go down and you are hurt and you're entitled to compensation, then what do you get? What are you entitled to under the law? Various states have various concepts of what you're entitled to, but in a general sense, you're entitled to any medical bills that you've incurred. That's one reason you need to get those medical bills, so that you know what those are. Any future medical bills that you may incur, you're entitled to that. Any pain and suffering that you're entitled to, and that's really a hard concept to wrap your head around, but you're entitled to that under the law, because when you go down on a bike and you have significant road rash on all of your body, you've got a lot of pain and suffering. If you ride bikes, you know that. You're also entitled to lost wages, and if you work somewhere and you can't work because of this accident, you're entitled to get lost wages. So those are the things that you're entitled to, but be careful again. If you go down and if you sustain injury on a bike, make sure you get the police report, get your medical bills, get your medical statements. Don't give any statements that are written or oral unless you've got somebody with you, and then talk to somebody about those category of damages that you're entitled to, because if you're not careful, you won't get compensated for adequately for the damage that you've sustained. If you need help in the Nashville area or across the country. Don't hesitate to call our firm. Our number is 615-921-6500. I do a ton of these cases. I know how to do them. We can help you, I think.